This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
This year, and they played a lot of people close. They jumped out on us, and Colin had been pretty. It rolled pretty good this year, and he'd get ahead of him, and he'd make a mistake, and they'd single, and it just wasn't as sharp as he had been as far as spotting it up and just missing on some pitches, and then kind of giving in and making some. Instead of throwing the ball to the corner, more to the middle, and they did a great job. They got out on us 2-0, and then obviously we scrambled and put together a big inning, scored 7 on a couple of big hits. I think Souza might have let that inning off with a ball that was absolutely scorched at the second baseman that was scored in air that, whatever. And then after that, we scored, and that was good because we needed it. And then there in the 9th, or the bottom of the 8th, that was an inning that we've always talked about, scoring in the 8th, no matter what the score is. And, we took advantage of the leadoff walk, ended up scoring a couple of runs, and obviously we needed them. 1 run wouldn't have done it. So great job by Gabe Gackle finishing it up, and, let's move on to the next weekend.
Yeah, just how good was it to see Vahiva come through for you there with that grand slam, and the good emotion that came from him when he was rounding the bases and stuff.
He's a little frustrated, and he had a ball last weekend that would have went way out but got held up in the wind, and he's been close, pressed a little bit obviously, and swung at a good slider, maybe pitch earlier, 2 pitches earlier that was kind of down, and took a pitch, and then that slider was left up, and he got all of it. And really good to see, because he works hard, doesn't complain, doesn't make excuses. He just goes out and does his job, and to see him get a hold of one, knock 4 in right there with 1 swing, that was big.
And Gabe coming in, getting another save. Do you think, the 2 innings and the pitches today, is he someone that could be ready for Friday, or maybe you have to wait till later in the weekend now?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Probably wait. He's young. We got some other guys, and we got to use them. We got to find out what they can do as well. But that was a great job coming in, giving us 2 innings, 6 outs against a team that's, they're scrappy, hard to strike out. We struck them out 11 times, but they fought us, and just real proud of Gabe hanging in there for us.
I want to ask about your patience. A bunch of your walks in that 1 inning scored, and just maybe how that kind of helps pile things up.
Yeah, we hit some balls hard. You think about a couple of line drives. We had a couple of balls early in the game, went to the fence. First 2 batters of the game fly out to the fence, and starting to think, wow, this is going to be tough. And we just kept talking about, we just need to take advantage of something, whether it's an error, a couple of walks, and that probably was the difference in the game. I mean, we walked 4. We hadn't walked 4 in a while, it seemed like, and they walked 6, I think. So we outscored them by a couple. But the patience it's part of offense. Taking a walk, getting hit by a pitch, it's finding ways to score. It's hard to get 3 hits in an inning, honestly.
You touched on Lovich yesterday at the Swatters Club, but this is 3 straight multi-hit games that he's given you. Just what have you thought about the way he's played, and in particular what he gave you in the leadoff today?
I thought he did a great job. He got 2 hits in the leadoff spot, and he also flew to the bases, hit one on the center field wall pretty deep. He's been good. I like what I saw. He also got a walk. So on base 3 times. The only time he made an out, he hit the ball extremely well. Solid. And then, took him out because Wilmsmeyer's he's our runner, our best experienced center fielder. And just real happy with Ross right now. He's been real patient. Just keeps working, doesn't say much. And you got to like that.
UCA's first reliever, Alvetti, gave up the home run, but then he really settled in. What was he doing well to get him through those middle innings?
He's showing that sidearm fastball in on our righties, and it was running pretty good. It already ran. I think the wind helped it a little bit too, just everything that was going on out there. But it was coming in pretty hard. He was getting a lot of ground balls, and he got a few strikeouts, and he'd throw you a little slider every now and then, but he was just relying on that sinker, and it worked.
We touched on Wahiva's home run, but it's also Ben's first homer of the year. Just seeing, a lot of these guys check off their first homer of the year. Just what's it been like to get the
Yeah.
offense going?
Those are two guys that have a lot of power, and that's why they're hitting the middle of our order. It's nice to see that. I think, once you get one, you stop thinking about it. Probably get a couple more, pretty quick. So, two big swings, 7 runs, 2 swings, and just the guys set it up for them. They did it.
What'd you see from Holt at third? I know, that was kind of projected where he would start, and when the season before Stovall's injury, and made some good plays. Had one bad throw, but the first baseman picked him up. I mean, what'd you see from him playing third today?
Yeah, I thought Holt did a good job over there. He had a lot of balls hit to him. You just kind of waited. You haven't played over there in a while. First batter of the game hit second pitch right at him and hit it hard, and hit a couple in between hops. Thought he did a really nice job. Ben made a really good read on that ball. He read it early out of his hand that it was tailing way up the line. If he had, a split second later, he can't get there in time to make that tag. Got there early, caught the ball, made the tag, and then he also, I think he got another one he picked out of the dirt. So he hit a really good day for us on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
Not often you have a 4 strikeout inning, but that's what Hewlett did today. Just how good was it to see him and Wood, put good outings together for you guys that are going to help you on the weekend?
Yeah, they're both big part of our staff, and I thought Gage threw the ball extremely well, and then Stone, we got him up and down. We jokingly said like 7 times in one day the other day, and felt bad about not getting him in, and we had a chance to get him there with those lefties. We said he needs to pitch, and he came out and he did a really good job. He got a little break on that fastball that rode up and in on the lefty that ended up being a foul ball. But, slider was nasty. Lefties have a lot of trouble with him.
Another older on Faraday was in the bullpen. I think this is the last 2 games he's been kind of waiting there in the 9th inning in case something happened. Just how do you assess his role? Did you really not want to bring him in with the bases loaded in a situation like that?
Because, we did that down in Texas, and he did great. We were fine. We just felt like that Gackles, he still had his stuff. Stuff was good, and there were a couple of pitchers that were borderline he didn't get. And sometimes late in the game like that, in the 9th, sometimes that zone does shrink a little bit, especially when the team that's losing's up at bat. You see it. But we just felt like, he wasn't shook up, and his stuff was good, and it wasn't like bad misses. So let's just let him go.
So I know you probably haven't looked at McNeese a lot, but this will be the last time we talk to you before then. Do you have any thoughts on what you're going to see this weekend from them?
Haven't looked at it a whole lot. Just know they've struggled a little bit. They've struggled on the mound, and they've had some injuries. I know one of their assistant coach talked to him yesterday, but other than that, I think that Bobby and Nate and Zach have really looked into that, and we'll go over all this tomorrow. After we just need to get through this game and then get ready for the next series.
Your starters have done so well for you the last 2 weekends. I wonder, just from a confidence standpoint, how you think that helps your team when they've done the way they have.
Well, I think that our team, it can help you a lot. It can hurt you a little bit. What do I mean by that? When your starters are throwing that well, confidence should be through the roof. Hey, we're going to be in every game. We got to have a chance to win every game. But on the other hand, sometimes they relax a little bit. And you got a guy on the mound, he's hard to score on. We got to go up there like we're down a run or two. And when you take that mentality a little bit, and I think we're getting there. Offensively, it's like it's here, it's there. Those guys aren't hitting. We haven't had really a hot lineup, yet. And like I said yesterday, if it takes another 7 or 8 days for that happens, I'm fine with it. I just need to get it rocking before we start conference.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.